Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to be talking to an innovative young chef who is shaking up the catering business. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, when it comes to food and catering, you really have to do something different to stand out. And so you have to do some personal branding, and of course your food has to speak for itself. I can't think of a better person to invite into studio than Chef Mistee Moon. You're an expert in personal branding. Look at your hair. I love it.
Yeah, you can never forget me. I'm like, you just tell that crazy Asian lady with the crazy hairdo, they're like, oh yes, that lady, I know.
Well, I want to hear your journey. How did this all begin for you?
For me, this was an accidental discovery. I think to my parents, I had a really great experience of eating great food since I was little. But for me, really beginning was my divorce because I needed a job to take care of my family. But I felt like I was too old and then learn new tricks. So I said, well, I'll go what I know because I did cater. Having 5 kids, I always had to cater to schools or, people enjoyed it. They're like, well, can you cater to my house? So I studied that. I needed to know how to work in commercial settings. So I went there and I got greedy. I said, you know what? I think I can do a whole lot more. So I'm a goal-oriented person. So not that title matters, but in 2 years, I wanted to be in the management level. So which I have accomplished that. It's been almost a little over 20 years now since then. Food is just like, I always like being creative. And this was only where I know how to be creative. And I thank God that it gave me some talents so I can help people. And this is the best way I know how to help people to help.
Sure. Well, food makes people happy. We're going to show some pictures of some of your amazing food on the screen because look at that. That's almost a piece of art.
I try.
Now, what inspires you? Where do you get your ideas for your creations?
To be honest, sometimes I just sit and then it just comes kind of, I don't know, it's this weird way, but it just comes in my head. It's just kind of like, it brings it. I guess in a joking manner, like God speaks to me. Like,
That's
it just
cool.
brings in my idea. Or sometimes, I eat or I hang out with my kids. Also, my kids are very helpful sometimes. They are my everything and they're my inspiration to do what I do.
Absolutely.
And, it's just, I visualize a lot of things and then I go from there to create a concept.
Well, you picked a good town to do it in. Dallas loves its food, and of course, it loves catering, and it loves the millennials. I mean, rather than cook for themselves, many of them would just assume have you come in as a personal chef. Tell us about this creation right here. What are we looking at?
So that's one of the items from my weekly menu. So basically, my ideal weekly menu is, I kind of said in my niche is that you can taste the global world without leaving your home. I bring a little bit of everything from comfort food to something that you're familiar. Because I think everybody should taste everything. Sometimes, you want it to go out, but people are very not good with the challenges.
Yes.
They don't want to go out and waste their money or something. So I'm bringing to you everything that's upscale. And of course, the taste is everything good because everything's made from scratch. I don't use anything artificial. I mean, I cannot say come out of the box because there's some ingredients do come out of the box, but literally everything is made from scratch. I try to use local as much as I can. Everything is all natural. So this is one of the dish that I did for the last week. So this is a bento box. I'm sure everybody's familiar because if you go to a Japanese restaurant. I don't want different one before, so I tried to change the content a little bit. This is shrimp tempura and a teriyaki chicken, and then sunomono, which is a seaweed salad with a little bit of vinegar and simple syrup. Of course, you cannot miss the rice because the Asian food has to have rice on it. And then for your little dessert, I'm sure you want to stay skinny for the summer season, so I just put fruit instead of the cakes or anything like that.
And you do like to make healthy food, don't you?
Yes, I do think about, when I create menu, I spend a lot of time. It's just not something I go sit down on a piece of paper like, okay, we're done with the menu. I do a lot of research to see what's available seasonally, also what that benefit will be good for the people.
Yes.
I do accommodate a lot of dietary people as well. So the reason I can do that is because everything made from scratch, because I just had to tweak the ingredients. But I do provide weekly menu, which you can revise or customize. Addition to that, I do catering, obviously. Then I do personal chef service.
Sure.
I've done cooking classes as well last couple of times.
And I want to brag on you because she doesn't shy away from challenges. You entered a contest. We're going to put this on the screen. I guess you were up against 30 different chefs. Is that right? And you finished third? I
think so. This was national posted. I was just. It's very rare that I get very bored, but randomly I was Googling and that the contest came up. I was like, you know what, it would be cool because I do need help with my business because I'm literally building this business with no money, except my will and my passion. And it's not going to stop. There's been a lot of challenges, I'm not going to say, but I am very, very appreciative. I'm grateful for all my customers who gave me a lot of encouragement. And to get this done. So, all this also, that I got to be third place because of them. And it's just been, as I said, I have worked in restaurants, mainly in restaurants, and been chef for 20 years. Never got that kind of reward. This has been the most rewarding experience I ever had because, not that, not all restaurants like that, but in the restaurant world, that they criticize you, but they're not going to give you many compliments.
Sure.
So this is a lot of hard work, and I enjoy it. And what I love about this food business is not only about food; it's the relationship with people, and that's what makes me different. Because I make sure that I give you personal attention every single thing I do.
I love it. Now, when you're coming up with a new creation, do you test it on your kids, or who's your panel of experts?
Oh yeah. So most of the time it will be my kids. I have 5 kids. They do come in handy. They come in and sometimes, they can be my factory workers.
Yes.
They can be my taste taster. And to be honest, they're not afraid to tell you the truth. So, it's great taste taster. They have no boundary about what to say or anything bad. And, so it's great. But, sometimes my group of friends are mine to do it. I taste it sometimes. And because sometimes I visualize and it's kind of weird to say, but I visualize the taste. So if I taste it, it's now on my visual position, then I have to change it. Or I want it to look good, and it didn't look good. Even like the colors matters.
Yes.
So then I change everything because I want my food to look good as me. I'm sorry, I'm not that good looking, but I still wanted my food to look good.
Well, yeah, I think your personal brand is exceptional, and I can't wait to dig into your food. And we only have about a minute left. So final thoughts. What would you like to leave the viewer with?
I'm here. When I say I'm here at your service, I mean it. I do whatever it takes. I'll go beyond what it takes. It's not just the food, but it's if I can help you in a way, your homes or sometimes I talk to people like you're alone and you just need something, and I'm here. I just wish that I can bring the taste because the food is like the unspoken language. I want to bring all the love I have for people. I can't wait till the days I just do this because I enjoy it, not because of financial obligations, but share the happiness through the food.
Wow. Mistee, that's a great way to leave this segment. We're going to end with your Facebook page so people can get in touch. It's facebook.com/Stormy Mistee. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for having me. This has been very honored.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.